Have you ever done something that made your cat suddenly avoid you? Maybe they stopped sitting next to you. Maybe they started hiding more often. Or maybe they gave you that look, the one that seems to say, "I will remember this." Cats may be loving companions, but they also have long memories when it comes to trust. Unlike dogs, cats rarely forgive instantly. Every interaction becomes part of a mental record that helps them decide whether someone is safe. And once that trust is damaged, rebuilding it can take weeks, sometimes even months. Today, we're revealing 10 things a cat will never forgive. Mistakes that many owners make without realizing the impact they have on their feline friend. Some of these behaviors may seem harmless, others might shock you, and make sure you stay until the very end. Because the final mistake is responsible for destroying more cat-human relationships than almost any other. Before we begin, tell us honestly, has your cat ever seemed angry at you for something you did? Comment yes or no below. And if you love discovering the hidden secrets behind feline behavior, subscribe to the channel so you never miss another video. Now, let's dive in. Number 1. Breaking their trust repeatedly. Trust is everything in a cat's world. Unlike humans, cats do not hand out trust freely. It is earned through hundreds of small interactions over time. Every gentle touch, every predictable routine, every moment of safety. Together, these experiences build a foundation that tells your cat they can rely on you. But when that trust is broken repeatedly, cats rarely forget. Perhaps you trick them into coming closer only to force medication. Maybe you ignore their boundaries again and again. Or perhaps you constantly put them into situations that make them uncomfortable. To your cat, these moments are not isolated incidents. They become patterns, and cats pay close attention to patterns. Once they begin associating you with uncertainty, rebuilding that trust becomes incredibly difficult. The scary part is that many owners do not realize the damage until the bond has already weakened. And if you think that's bad, the next mistake is even more common. Number 2. Forcing physical contact. Many people express love through hugs, kisses, and constant affection. Cats often have a very different opinion. While some cats enjoy being held, many prefer affection on their own terms. When a cat walks away, they are communicating a boundary. Unfortunately, many owners ignore that signal. They pick the cat up anyway. They pull the cat onto their lap, or they continue petting long after the cat has had enough. Over time, this can create frustration and anxiety. Imagine someone constantly invading your personal space after you've asked them to stop. That is how many cats experience unwanted contact. The result is often predictable. The cat becomes more distant, less trusting, and less willing to approach voluntarily. Ironically, respecting a cat's boundaries is often the fastest path to earning more affection in the future. Number 3. Ignoring their fear. Fear is one of the strongest emotions a cat can experience. And when a cat is frightened, they look to their environment for safety. If that fear is repeatedly ignored, the damage can be lasting. Some owners assume their cat will simply get over it. They force interactions with strangers. They push the cat toward loud noises. Or they continue exposing them to situations that clearly cause distress. But from the cat's perspective, nobody is listening. Nobody is protecting them. Every time their fear is dismissed, trust begins to erode. Cats remember who makes them feel safe, and they remember who does not. That is why comforting a frightened cat is not about spoiling them. It is about showing them that they can depend on you when they feel vulnerable. And dependence is a major part of trust. Number 4. Punishing them for natural behaviors. Cats do not scratch furniture because they are being spiteful. They do not climb shelves because they enjoy breaking rules. And they do not knock objects off tables simply to annoy you. Most of these actions are rooted in natural instincts. Scratching maintains claws and marks territory. Climbing provides security and observation points. Exploration satisfies curiosity. When owners punish these behaviors, cats become confused. They do not understand the human logic behind the punishment. They only learn that certain situations around you feel stressful. This confusion can weaken trust over time. Instead of punishing the instinct, successful cat owners redirect it. They provide scratching posts, cat trees, and enrichment activities. Because working with a cat's nature is always more effective than fighting against it. Number 5. Constantly disturbing their sleep. Cats spend a significant portion of their lives sleeping, and for good reason. Sleep is essential for physical recovery, mental well-being, and emotional stability. When a cat sleeps, they place themselves in a vulnerable state. That means they must trust their surroundings and the people within them. Repeatedly waking a cat for entertainment or attention can slowly damage that sense of security. The cat begins to feel that nowhere is truly safe, nowhere is truly peaceful. While an occasional interruption may not matter, making it a habit often does. A well-rested cat tends to be calmer and more confident. A constantly disturbed cat may become irritable and withdrawn. Respecting sleep is one of the simplest ways to show respect for your cat's needs. And things become even worse when their safe spaces disappear entirely. Number 6. Taking away their safe space. Every cat needs a place where they can retreat from the world, a place where nobody follows them, nobody bothers them, and nobody expects anything from them. For some cats, it is a quiet bedroom. For others, it might be a shelf, a closet, or even a cardboard box. These spaces provide more than comfort. They provide security. When owners constantly remove access to these areas or refuse to let a cat have privacy, stress levels can rise dramatically. Imagine never having a place where you could relax completely. That is how many cats feel when their sanctuary disappears. Cats may tolerate many things, but they rarely forgive losing the one place that makes them feel safe. And if removing a safe space is damaging, sudden changes can be even more unsettling. Number 7. Sudden changes without warning. Cats thrive on predictability. Their world feels safest when routines remain familiar. That is why major changes can be incredibly stressful. Moving furniture, changing feeding schedules, bringing new people into the home, or introducing another pet without proper preparation. While humans often adapt quickly, cats need time. They build confidence by understanding their environment. When everything changes overnight, that confidence can disappear. Many owners mistake the resulting behavior for stubbornness. In reality, the cat is trying to make sense of a world that suddenly feels unfamiliar. A cat that feels constantly surprised may begin living in a state of uncertainty, and uncertainty is the enemy of trust. But there is one thing even worse than change: making a cat feel completely insecure. Number 8. Betraying their need for security. Cats are always paying attention to whether they are safe, far more than most people realize. They observe sounds, movements, people, and daily events. Every experience helps them decide whether their environment can be trusted. When owners repeatedly create situations that make cats feel vulnerable, the emotional impact can be significant. Perhaps rough handling becomes common. Maybe strangers constantly invade the cat's personal space. Or perhaps stressful events happen with no opportunity for escape. Over time, the cat stops viewing the home as a place of security. And once that feeling disappears, trust often follows. Cats can handle occasional stress. What they struggle to forgive is feeling unsafe over and over again, especially when the source of that insecurity is someone they once trusted. Number 9. Neglecting their daily needs. Love is not measured by words in a cat's world. It is measured by actions, daily actions, fresh water, clean litter, mental stimulation, proper nutrition, and meaningful interaction. When these needs are ignored consistently, cats notice. Not because they are demanding, but because their well-being depends on these essentials. A neglected cat may become withdrawn, anxious, or even develop behavioral problems. Some owners assume the cat is acting out. The truth is often much simpler. The cat's needs are not being met. Cats are remarkably patient creatures, but they rarely forget prolonged neglect, because every unmet need sends the same message: you are not paying attention, and the final mistake sends an even more damaging message. Number 10. Making them feel unsafe in their own home. This is the mistake many cats never truly forgive, because home is supposed to be their sanctuary, the one place where they can relax completely, the one place where they should never have to fear. When a cat no longer feels safe in their own home, everything changes. Their confidence disappears, their curiosity fades, their trust begins to crumble. This can happen through constant stress, aggressive handling, persistent fear, or an environment where their boundaries are never respected. A cat may continue living in the same house, but emotionally they stop feeling at home. And for a creature that values security above almost everything else, few experiences are more damaging. The good news is that trust can often be rebuilt, but it takes patience, consistency, and a willingness to see the world through your cat's eyes. Because in the end, cats do not expect perfection. They simply expect to feel safe with the people they love. So, how many of these mistakes have you made without even realizing it? Be honest. Was it 1, 2, Maybe more? Drop that number in the comments right now and tell us which mistake surprised you the most. Was it forcing affection, interrupting your cat's sleep, or making changes to their environment too quickly? The truth is that every cat owner makes mistakes, even experienced ones. What matters is recognizing them and learning how your cat experiences the world. Because behind every behavior is a reason, behind every reaction is a feeling, and behind every trusting glance is a relationship that has been carefully built over time. The good news is that most cats are incredibly resilient. When they see patience, consistency, and genuine respect, they often begin opening their hearts again, one small step at a time. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. We share new cat behavior secrets every week to help you better understand the mysterious companion living in your home. And don't miss our next video, 12 signs your cat secretly thinks you're their favorite human. Some of those signs are so subtle that most owners never notice them until it's pointed out. Remember, your cat is always communicating. The question is whether we're paying attention. Your cat has been waiting their entire life for someone who gets it. Now you do. I'll catch you in the next one.